Hi everyone, this is Prashant Parthiban. Today I'm going to talk about different kind of management metrics that we use in property and casualty insurance, especially in underwriting. Most of you know when you talk about underwriting, the core thing is how many submissions we receive. Out of that submissions, how many submissions got issued as a policy, and out of that issued policy, how many we have been able to renew it successfully, right? So each and every stage requires a kind of good customer servicing or underwriting process, etc. Right? So we'll see some of the metrics that management uses in terms of underwriting. The first one is submission rate. So what do you mean by submission rate? It's nothing but how many submissions we have received totally compared to how many submissions were quoted. Say example, in this example, if you have received 100 submissions, brand new submissions, right, from different customers, brokers, out of that, say we have quoted 60, then what we do, 60 by 100 into 100 is equal to 60%. So that means the submission rate is 60%. Whenever you see management people talking that my submission rate is 60%, that means out of the 100 submissions, only 60 got kind of quoted. That is the intention here, right? So second thing is, say now that you have a quoted submission, right? We have to understand out of that whatever 60% of quoted submission, how many got issued, right? That is what we call them as hit ratio, which is nothing but how many quotes were issued, which is as a result of quoted submissions. In this example, the total policies that were bound is 15 out of 60 quotes that were issued. So 15 by 60 into 100 comes to 25%. So the hit ratio in this case is 25%. How many quotes issued results in actual policies being bound. Now the other matrix is retention ratio. Retention ratio, now that we know, we got a submission, we know how much have been quoted, here we know how much have been issued. Now the third ratio is how much of that particular issued policies, when it gets expired, got converted as renewal, which is very important factor, right? Customers or brokers are not going to renew with the same insurance company if the service is bad or underwriting management process is not good. Here what we are trying to do, how many expiring policies are successfully renewed. So what we do is policies renewed by policies up for renewal into 100. So in this case what happened, say we have total policies that are expiring is 80. Out of that 64 say got renewed, which into 100 comes to 80%. So in this case your retention ratio is 80%. So the point here is the more the retention ratio, the more the hit ratio, the more submission rate, which means your insurance companies are doing good, right? So in this case it is instead of 60%, if it is 80%, that means we have been able to successfully quote more submissions. Similarly, hit ratio, if I have been able to convert all the 60, that means 100% hit ratio, which is not practically possible still. Similarly, if I am able to renew say 50% or 80% or 90%, it shows that the insurance company is going in the right direction, right? These are the different metrics that the management team uses to see what are the areas that we can improve so that our ratios can increase. Thank you once again for your continuous support. Have a great day. Bye-bye.